I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So we're continuing now in 1 Nephi. This will be the first of our Isaiah chapters, chapter 20. You might recall that in the last two verses of chapter 19, Nephi talks about how he used Isaiah, or quoted from Isaiah more, to teach his people about Christ. And his last verse was saying, listen up, we're going to talk to you about Isaiah. So now we're going to read Isaiah. This is chapter 20 in 1 Nephi. The Lord reveals his purposes to Israel. They have been chosen in the furnace of affliction and are to go forth from Babylon. Compare Isaiah chapter 48. Now we've already read Isaiah, so I will try to get a link to that video in the description so that you can compare the two in my videos. But let us read here. Hearken and hear this, O house of Jacob, who are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah, or out of the waters of baptism, who swear by the name of the Lord, and make mention of the God of Israel, yet they swear not in truth, nor in righteousness. Nevertheless, they call themselves of the holy city, but they do not stay themselves upon the God of Israel, who is the Lord of hosts. Yea, the Lord of hosts is his name. Behold, I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I did show them suddenly. And I did it because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. And I have even from the beginning declared to thee, before it came to pass I showed them thee. And I showed them for fear, lest thou shouldest say, Mine idol hath done them, and my graven image and mine molten image hath commanded them. Thou hast seen and heard all this, and will ye not declare them? And that I have showed thee new things from this time, even hidden things, and thou didst not know them? They are created now, and not from the beginning, even before the day when thou heardest them not. They were declared unto thee, lest thou shouldest say, Behold, I knew them. Yea, and thou heardest not. Yea, thou knewest not. Yea, from that time thine ear was not opened. For I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously, and wast called a transgressor from the womb. Nevertheless, for my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise will I refrain from thee, that I cut thee not off. For behold, I have refined thee, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For mine own sake, yea, for mine own sake will I do this. For I will not suffer my name to be polluted, and I will not give my glory unto another. Hearken unto me, O Jacob, and Israel my called, for I am he. I am the first, and I am the last. Mine hand hath also laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand hath spanned the heavens. I call unto them, and they stand up together. All ye assemble yourselves, and hear. Who among them hath declared these things unto them? The Lord hath loved him, yea, and he will fulfill his word which he hath declared by them, and he will do his pleasure upon Babylon, and his arm shall come upon the Chaldeans. Also saith the Lord, I the Lord, yea, I have spoken, yea, I have called him to declare, I have brought him, and he shall make his way prosperous. Come ye near unto me, I have not spoken in secret. From the beginning, from the time that it was declared, have I spoken, and the Lord God and his Spirit hath sent me. And thus saith the Lord, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, I have sent him, the Lord thy God, who teacheth thee to profit, who leadeth thee by the way thou shouldest go, and hath done it. O that thou hadst hearkened to my commandments, then had thy peace been as a river, and thy righteousness as the waves of the sea. Thy seed also had been as the sand, the offspring of thy bowels like the gravel thereof. His name should not have been cut off, nor destroyed from before me. Go ye forth of Babylon, flee ye from the Chaldeans, with a voice of singing declare ye. Tell this, utter to the end of the earth. Say ye, the Lord hath redeemed his servant Jacob. And they thirsted not. He led them through the deserts. He caused the waters to flow out of the rock for them. He clave the rock also, and the waters gushed out. And notwithstanding he hath done all this, and greater also. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. I remember reading this in Isaiah. I'll probably turn to Isaiah in a minute to look up a couple of things, but the basic idea of most of this chapter is talking about, I've declared this to you. I told you in advance so that when it happened, you cannot say that anybody else gets credit. You can't give credit to anybody else. Your idols didn't do it. I'm the one that did it, and I proved it by telling you in advance that I was going to do it. And then the last part is a call to come out of Babylon. Now this was written by Isaiah, who lived 100 years before the Babylonian captivity, approximately. So this is talking partly about that, yes, but it's largely in the last days coming out of spiritual Babylon. Babylon is being used as a metaphor for the wickedness of the modern world, and God is calling modern Israel to leave that behind and come to him. Now I am going to flip to Isaiah briefly here, very briefly. Just two things I want to look up, just want to see what the difference is here. So how does Isaiah 48 open up? That's the question. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah, which swear by the name of the Lord, and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth nor in righteousness. So you'll note the difference there, that Joseph Smith added the phrase, after the waters of Judah, to come out of the waters of Judah, which are the waters of baptism. This is a statement telling us that baptism was practiced in the Old Testament. When Isaiah mentions the waters of Judah, what he is talking about is baptism. But it is not made clear here to us. It would have been clear to the Jews. It would have been clear to Israel in his day. They would have understood what he meant. But being 3,000 years removed from the traditions of the Jews at this time, in the modern day, it is not made clear. And Joseph Smith, I'll even point out that in the first edition of the Book of Mormon, that phrase, or out of the waters baptism, does not appear in the first edition of the Book of Mormon. Joseph Smith added it later, in I think the second edition, the 1837 edition, as a clarification, so that people would know what was being talked about here. Now, the last thing I want to see, that last line, there is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. So that ending there, he talks about, he cleaves the rock and the waters gush forth. This sounds a lot like them coming through the desert during the time of Moses. But that is still in the book of Isaiah. And notwithstanding he hath done all this, and greater also, there is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. That's in Nephi. Isaiah puts it this way. It just says, there is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. So I can't remember what the Joseph Smith translation, if it added anything to that, but it makes more sense with First Nephi. We're saying, we have all this greatness that God is doing, but despite that, there's no peace for the wicked. But anyway, we're going to leave that here. I'll link to my video reading Isaiah 49, and you can watch them two together and make a comparison. I'm pretty sure that they are 99, well not 99%, about 90% the same. There are some differences, and if you check in the Joseph Smith translation, which my video on Isaiah will have, you'll probably find that it's closer to 95% are the same. I'm going to leave that here. We'll read chapter 21 next, so see you there.